I'm on the way to range today. I think I got a little bit more into this video I'm gonna try to do for y'all today. I've always wanted to do some of those things like this here. Finally getting a chance to do it now, getting around having time and ability to do it. But anyways, people never really think about like what happens to a bullet once it leaves your gun, and especially like inside a house and stuff for self-defense, personal, all that. Like once that bullet leaves your gun, whether it hits what you're aiming at or not, which most times even if it does hit, it's going to pass through, and if it doesn't, where is it going from there? Because most bullets, even a 22, will go through a house wall. And so I put together a little bit of simulation of that today with just some boards, some plywood and drywall. When we get to range a little bit, I'll show you a little bit more of my setup, how I'm working for it, just to give y'all an upfront on it. And then we'll start. Hopefully it'll be pretty interesting. Alright, made it to the range, and this is our setup. I'm going to take you over and show you a little bit what we got going on. Drywall, 2x4s, and the center is hollow. What it's simulated as is these parts here will be inside walls. Of course, then you have your outside walls with insulation. Then you have siding on it. And it's an outside wall and two inside walls and an outside wall to simulate one house. Then of course here it is again to simulate two house, three house. So technically this is actually simulated to be 4 houses here. So I don't know if it'll be enough to stop or not, but we'll give it a try and just to see. And take you along with us and show you what it does. Alright, so we're starting with just a standard velocity 22 long rifle. Pretty much everybody has one of these around the house somewhere, another old rifle. So we'll just see how it does here. See how many just a normal 22 will go through. Let's take a look, see how that did. Alright, went in right there. Of course, went through one. There's 2 of them. And there's going to the third wall, out the exterior wall, and bounced off the other side. So, saying if this here was inside your house, and you're shooting, it just went through your wall into the next room, and outside your house, and went off to somewhere else. Just a normal standard velocity 22. Alright, so let's step it up to the next thing to see what we got. Now let's just see how many a normal 380 hollow point will go through. Let's go see what that did now. Alright, you have your entry. Went through first wall, went through second wall, went through the exterior, went into the next house, and stopped. Did it go through or did it bounce off? No, I believe it actually stopped against the first house again. This bounced off the side, and so probably somewhere out here is the bullet. There it is. So, there's our bullet. So we actually found it. Which, speaking of this, somewhere here probably is a 22 bullet, but I don't see that one. So, anyways, but there's our 380. Still a little hot. So let's step it up now. Actually, since it's doing so good like that, just for comparison, let's show you what a full metal jacket would do now compared to a hollow point. It's usually a major difference. Now at the same 380, doing a full metal jacket to show you a comparison difference of how quickly it does. Alright, so in through the first one, and still going through the second, and to the third, punched all the way through the outside, on into the next, through that one, through the next wall, through the next wall, into the next outside, and bounced off the inside wall here. Let's see if we can find, and there's a bullet right there on that one. Ouch, still hot too. As you can see here, That's not deformed in the slightest bit. It just kept going on. It went almost exactly double of what the hollow point did. The hollow point bounced off this one here, which went through 3, stopped against the 4th. The Full Metal Jacket went through all 3, went through the 4th, 5th, 6th, and stopped in the 7th. Almost double of what a hollow point did. Now we're going with a hollow point out of 9mm to show you what that does. So here's a 9mm. Of course, 9mm 380 shoots same diameter bullet, just casing's a little bit longer, so this one should have penetrated more. All right, so first wall, through the second one, through the third, out the third, and to the 4th. As you can see, it's pushing a lot of stuff through the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and stopped in the 7th right there. Actually, you can see the bullet stuck against the side on the other side. So a hollow point 9mm did exactly the same, except just a slight bit more going through here than what a Full Metal Jacket 380. So that's through a complete house here, and through a complete house here, and stopped against the outside wall. Now, for comparison, let's show you a Full Metal Jacket, and that, which is trying to show you here why you should never use Full Metal Jacket for personal defense. Right, so now the same 9mm Full Metal Jacket. I'm gonna guess that it did almost double what the hollow point did. So went first one, second one, third one, through the 4th one, 5th one, 6th one, through the 7th one, went and through that into the 8th, 9th, 10th, into the 11th, and it stuck right inside the jaw there. Well, no, actually it didn't. It fell out and it's laying right there on the table. See if I can get around here to get to it. Right there it is. Ouch. Alright, so our hollow point stopped right here. So you can see the bullet. So the Full Metal Jacket went 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3.5 more than the hollow point did. That's almost 3 full houses that bullet went through. Shooting a hollow point 38 special. We'll show you this one here. These are pretty close comparison to 9mm, so it's probably not going to be much difference. We'll see what it does. Alright, so it went through the first one, second one, third one, and to the 4th. So did it go through the 4th? It did, through the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, it stopped somewhere right here in the 7th, so it did almost exactly what the 9mm did. So here we got a hollow point 357, and I'm going to say that this is going to be probably close to double what a 9mm and 38's will do. 357 is usually moving pretty good, but this is a pretty light hollow point though. I think this is only a 130 grain hollow point, so for 357 that's pretty light. It's made to expand rapidly, so kind of interested myself to see how it does. That one had a little bit more kick to it. You can definitely tell that they got more hump to them. Alright, so all of these 9mm 380, 38 Special 357, they're all shooting pretty much the same size bullet. 9mm shoots a .355 and 380 shoots the same. 38 and 357 shoot a .357, so it's so small a difference that you'd never know it really. But of course, through the 7 went through the first one, through the second one. Man, look at that opening. I don't know if you can see it much on camera, but where that first come through that first wall and opened up, it's doing almost double the size hole of any of the others have done so far. So then the second one through third, look how it just peeled all that back right there. I mean, it's almost double the size holes, or 38s and 9 millimeters. So then, let's see, did it go through? Yes, it went through into the fourth one. Through the fourth one, into the fifth, sixth. Still going into the seventh. And I think it stopped in the seventh. Let's see if we can find it here. Let's see, let's pull this insulation out here a minute. Actually, I believe it's in the insulation. Where's that at right there? Yep, right there it is. It's not a comparison. How much more flattened that is. That actually rolled all back apart and peeled apart like it's supposed to. Open it up, so. It actually did. Well, actually, I believe it did. It did the exact same as 9mm did, but with way more opening and more power behind it, because it blowed almost double the size hole. I don't know if you can see this one here. These are 9mm holes, full metal jacket, and the other one, and it's almost double the size hole. I can pretty much stick my finger through that hole almost. This is a hollow point out of a 40 Smith & Wesson. See how this one does. I don't know, it's not sure how far this one goes. If we do better in 57 or not. It's got a little bit more weight to it, but not as much power, so we'll see how it does. That was a little bigger hole. Had a little bit more powder come out of that one too. Alright, so through the first one, through the second one, through the third, through the fourth, fifth, sixth, and it's starting to open up pretty good because I can stick my finger through there now. Through the seventh, and it stopped in seventh. Somewhere right there. I don't know if I can reach it or not, but that one's hot too. So there it is, and it didn't hit anything enough to actually even open up, so it acted almost like a full metal jacket. So now we're gonna do a full metal jacket out of the 40. See how that does. Alright, so through the first one, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Or did it? No, it did not. It went through the seventh, stopped in eighth, so it only did slightly better. The hollow point, which never opened up, stopped against this. This one went through, bounced off the next one. So the bullet should be laying here. So there it is. Well, there we go. So we're still not making it into the eighth with any of them. So the full metal jacket 9mm is got a good bit more power to it. Do a round out of the AR. It's just the 223. So we'll show you this here. So we'll see. Go check it out and see how it did. Alright, as you can see, that's a lot smaller, but it's moving probably 3 times as fast as anything else we've shot so far. It's 1, 2, yeah. It's opened up big time. So it's there, and of course there, into the fourth. Yeah, that hole into the fourth, it's doing just about as big or bigger than the 3-7 was earlier. Fourth, fifth, 6th, 7th through the 8th, and as it's slowing down, You can see it's getting back smaller again, because this is barely doing, it's probably breaking up as it's coming through. And so that stopped against the 1/8. Now we'll be doing a 12 gauge rifle slug. Just show you, see how many of those will go through. Yeah, that one made a little bigger hole. Yeah, a lot bigger. Alright, so they're going through 1, 2, yeah, that whole one inside, it's just gone. 3, peel that hole back into the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, still going on. 7th, ah, it stopped in the 7th, I believe. Did it go through? No, it did not. It stopped in the 7th. Actually, there might be pieces of it there. And do this, they get cut. Right there it is. Now that's a pretty chunk of lead. Alright, so nothing's still going through the 1/8. Now we'll do some double aught buck, 3-inch. Shoot some of this to 12 gauge, see how it does. Alright, it's opened up a little more. You can see all the egged edges where buckshot come through. So through 1st, through 2nd, and it's starting to open up there. Through 4th, and it peppered it all up here. 5th, and then I'll stop the 5th. I can hear stuff falling in here. So some of them went through here, but most of them, yeah, they're all stuck through everywhere and all that stuff. Yeah, it never even made it totally through the 4th one with buckshot. Yeah, I can't find any pellets, but you can hear them dropping somewhere in there. So that one's definitely, out of all of them so far, that one's been the safest because it went through pretty much 2 rooms, stopped against the outside house with like maybe 1 pellet going through. That's about it. Now I'll show you just my personal opinion, what the ultimate, or I shouldn't say the ultimate, probably the safest home defense round is here now. This here is just low brass, 2 3/4, 7.5 bird shot, and I'm shooting roughly 8 foot away. I'll show you how much damage up close and what it does here now. As you can see, it punched through just as good as that for the first part as well as that buckshot did. Put a massive hole through the first part, a little bit through there, stopped everything right against this. It goes through 1 wall and possibly 2 walls like that, and usually stop 3rd or 4th wall. And up close, it'll punch through this, no problem at all. Let's see if I, just for comparison, I'll show you some birdshot from the side here. See if I can shoot one of these boars just to show you the damage it'll do. All right. Alright, so this here, that was 2 before, so you got 1.5 inches of solid pine right there that it went completely through like it wasn't even nothing. Went through, pepper right there, stopped completely on the other side, it's nothing at all even came through. Like I said, so if it'll go through 1.5 inches of pine at that distance, it'll do anything that you need to do. Anyway, so that's it for today. Maybe I'll continue this video on, fix some of these back up a little bit better, since we got still all these here completely unused. Maybe we'll go with some rifle calibers, just show you some of that, just out of curiosity, go some bigger rounds, because I'd be kind of interested myself just to see. Alright, well, I've enjoyed it here, so hopefully y'all enjoy this video too, and I'm looking forward to doing some more like this here, so y'all have a good one.